MovieWeb.com.
Your attention, please. Make your way directly across the courtyard to the main barracks. Leave all your cell phones and cameras here.
Helen, thought it was important to have you part of this team. Don't be afraid.
Afraid of what?
I'm going to ask you a series of control questions. Are you currently in a seated position?
Yes,
Do you feel pain?
my body does.
Are you human?
My body is.
Are you aware of an impending attack on the planet Earth? I'll repeat the question.
You should let me go.
Your character is somewhat good, somewhat a little bit evil, but it's kind of ambiguous, and I know you helped sort of craft this character. I'm wondering, why did you decide that he should have such an evil edge to him?
Evil. I don't know if it's evil. Maybe feeling sinister.
Yeah.
Well, you have to realize he did come, or it came, kind of open and then got shot. So he is reacting to something, you know. He gets shot when he gets here, and then he's kind of in captivity and held hostage. And, you know, kind of gives him a little edge. Look, I'm just here to observe. And then maybe, take some action.
Well, now I gotta know, Keanu kind of helped create his character and helped his character evolve from what was originally in the script. I'm wondering, did you also have that kind of influence over the character that you were portraying on screen?
I think that's, hopefully, you get something on paper and then it's our job to try and embody that and imbue it with some kind of life, I do research and I make choices for a character and try and shape it.
I know some of the other actors had specifically worked on their character and worked with the scriptwriter and sort of evolving their character. Did you have that sort of input? Or
I did not. I came on way late in the game for that, too late in the game for that. They were already shooting by the time I got onto the film. And obviously, Keanu and Jen, when they came on, it was in a much more pre-production element. But no, I was plugged in at the last minute and wound up and said, go.
So this kind of being like the last guy at the dinner table at a wedding reception or something a little bit.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Did you kind of ease yourself in there easily, or was it?
No, again, I was thrust into fully in front of 500 extras and in front of a big visual effects screen, and all this other stuff was going on, and I had all the lines. So I was literally like, okay, here we go, 0 to 100, let's go.
Well, how does having 500 extras affect your performance? I mean, are you oblivious to them, or is it like performing live on stage?
Well, it's a little bit of both. They're staring at you, and you got to say something that makes them listen, I suppose. So it's a lot of eyeballs looking at you. It's pretty trippy.
Can you explain any of this?
I've been sent here to determine who or what you represent.
I represent a group of civilizations.
What were you before you were human?
It would only frighten you.
Why have you come to our planet?
Your planet?
Yes, this is our planet.
No, it is not.
See, the director's not here today, so I want to ask you this question since
Sure.
you kind of helped out working with the script. The end of the movie is kind of left open. I'm wondering, is this really a message to the audiences that are watching the film
Yes.
about changing the planet?
Yes.
And why did you think that was such an important message to get out at this time?
Well, I kind of agree with the premise of the film that we are at the precipice and that we are at a crossroads and that there is a crisis and that we do as a human species have to look at how we live and the impact that we have on the planet. In entertainment.
In entertainment.
And be entertained.
Entertainment's
Hopefully.
important because that's where people get their messages.
Yeah,
A
and
lot of
also
times.
community and,
Yeah.
all that good stuff.
Why was it important for you to sort of shape your character from what you originally saw happening on the page of the remake?
I wouldn't take it like that. I got a draft of this version of the story, and then just worked on a draft of the script to the shooting script, and collaborating with the director and the writer David Scarpa. You know, just kind of, you know, looking at what the scenes are, kind of figuring out what story we were telling, how we were telling it, and work on the role. You know, trying to make it make sense, make it feel real, you know, and so that you would kind of believe the story and participate in the film.
Well, how did you feel you wanted to change her from the original character that was in the 1951 film?
The script was different. When I came to it, it was already, you know, Helen in the original was a secretary. Helen in our version is an astrobiologist. The relationship between Helen and Jacob was already more complex in David Scarpa's script, our script, than in the original. And you know, Helen and Klaatu meet that much earlier in our version. So there were already many changes in the script.
Do you think that aliens are having important conversations in McDonald's across the United States or the world?
I got no idea, but I thought that was a great scene.
Well, I do too,
Isn't
because I
that
go to
cool?
McDonald's and I see people that
It was
could
just
be
cool,
those guys.
you know? Keanu Reeves speaking Mandarin in a McDonald's with an alien? Awesome.
It is awesome.
I thought it was great.
Now, are you one of the guys that sort of believe that aliens could be having these sort of philosophical discussions in McDonald's?
Man, I am absolutely. I think so. There's the numbers. Numbers don't lie. There's too many stars and planets and solar systems and everything else out there for there not to be something else.
Do you think Keanu's an alien?
Keanu is not.
No.
He is a representative of all
the
alien
human
civilizations, and he is the perfect representative of Earth, and he's the right guy. He's the guy I want.
In a lot of his films, he's the one. He's
I'm telling
Neo,
you.
he's Ted,
See?
he's Klaatu. I think the world would
I'm telling you, right?
go
Come
to
on.
and like gravitate towards him.
And everybody likes him, so there you go.
He also seems to have a pretty bad diet because he's eating these dirty tuna fish sandwiches out of the vending machine and he's eating at McDonald's.
Well, he doesn't eat, but he's going to these places.
Well, he devoured that tuna fish sandwich.
He gets one bite of. Well, he's hungry, and he's in a human body. He's kind of, you know, it's his circumstances.
So he doesn't even know what food tastes like anyway. So
He probably hasn't had the experience, the sensorial human experience.
I would ask, if an alien came down and took your DNA and recreated you, and he came out and he wanted to make movies like Speed 3, which you just said the other day that you didn't want to do, would you try to stop him?
That'd be interesting. God, he knows what I want to do, baby, before I know how to do it. I'd live and let live. If the guy wants to go do it, then he must have a good reason.
Really? You're not going to try to say, no, I got to do these two
As long as
movies
he's
at one
not
time,
representing me. You know what I mean? He might look like me and he want to, act like me, but, as long as he says I'm not him.
That's good. He might, though. That's the thing.
Well, then we have an issue.
If the Earth dies, you die. If you die, the Earth survives.